For all type of video and audio transfers on DVDs or CDs, please contact Joe Borch on 0414 429 391. Gday Maltaussies show. I'm Joe Borch and I'm going to be with you for another week, and I trust that you're going to enjoy the show. Sunday, we're going to have bingo at the Hamroom Club, 100 Jackson Street, Marsden Park. We're going to have free muffins, coffee, or tea, and we have 15 games, and you win good prizes, which is money. So, all electronically, computerized. So when you come, enjoy playing the games and you win some money. Who knows? See you at 3:30. I'd like to thank each and every one of you who, during my knee replacement and the recovery, for the messages, telephones, emails, etc., to encourage me. I thank you. We're going to open the show with a song by good mate of mine, Tony Camilleri. It-titx tan-neputija.
It-titx tan-neputija kienem minna name, diġitza biex tibdanda l-udurix tafridde, kif kienet imlaħalħa bil-masta u l-anizet, bin-nofs ħarġet biex tisfer ħafifa daqs farfet, biex tikxef il-bitzilla bit-tolli id-dublet, tizzek u tizgija u taqbeż daqs mulet. In-nis dawri taqqax inżitnet mal-arus, u b'daqqa kolla għajtu biex lilu tfittex blues. L-arusi qabdet tanna faqatlu żewġ lewset, u n-nies imfexxet tisma' tan-nanna ħmerijiet, man-nanna ma tax kasom kompleti sa mixi, titpoppa u tferfer sieqa u tikxef kif ġiġi, biex tikxef il-bitzilla bit-tolli id-dublet, tiżżeklek u tiżgija u taqbeż daqs mulet. In-nies dawri taqqax inżitnet mal-arus, u b'daqqa kollha għajtu biex lilu tfittex blues. Biex tikxef il-bitzilla bit-tolli id-dublet, tiżżeklek u tiżgija u taqbeż daqs mulet. In-nies dawri taqqax inżitnet mal-arus, u b'daqqa kollha għajtu biex lilu tfittex blues. Ma b'daqqa waqgħet żorba b'nefdi saffer matul, l-art tabtet qisha btira ġinnan u għall-ajjum, man-nanna qabad jgħajjaġ fettillek x'waħda dik, tagħmilli dawn il-fras farmadek ta' xi 20, biex tikxef il-bitzilla bit-tolli id-dublet, tiżżeklek u tiżgija u taqbeż daqs mulet. In-nies dawri taqqax inżitnet mal-arus, u b'daqqa kollha għajtu biex lilu tfittex blues.
For all those who's going to Malta, especially to live there, 5 things are illegal, and you need to know about them.
All things Malta.
Malta, a beautiful island and amazing food, but some of its laws might genuinely surprise you. Until 2011, divorce simply wasn't legal here. And today, Malta still has one of the strictest abortion laws in Europe. So in this video, I'm breaking down 5 things that are technically illegal in Malta and what that really means in practice. Not to sensationalize, just to understand the legal and cultural landscape properly. Let's start with one that often catches people off guard. Number 1. Malta was one of the last countries in Europe to legalize divorce. Until 2011, there was no provision for it under Maltese law. Given Malta's strong Catholic roots, this reflected long-standing cultural and religious values. A national referendum changed that, and divorce has been legal ever since. It's a reminder that Malta's legal modernization is relatively recent in some areas. Number 2, Malta has one of the most restrictive abortion frameworks in Europe. Until 2023, there were no exceptions. An amendment introduced a very limited provision where the mother's life is in immediate danger, and that requires approval from multiple medical professionals. This is clearly a sensitive and divisive issue, but from a purely legal standpoint, Malta remains among the strictest jurisdictions in this area. If relocating, it's important to simply understand how the law stands. Now, divorce and abortion are the more serious ones, but Malta also has laws that are less dramatic, yet still surprising in everyday life. And number 5 is probably the broadest of them all. But before we get to that, here are a couple that show how Malta's legal system blends law with culture. Number 3. In Malta, wearing swimwear away from designated beach areas can fall under public nuisance provisions. In practical terms, walking through Valletta in a bikini top after a swim isn't viewed favourably, particularly in historic areas or near churches.
Stop! Police!
Hey! What's going on?
Stop right there!
Enforcement varies, but culturally, modesty away from the beach is expected. It's less about punishment and more about respect for local norms. Number 4, religious processions are deeply embedded in Maltese culture. With more than 360 churches across the islands, Catholic tradition still plays a visible role in public life. During processions, roads may close and behaviour is expected to be respectful. This isn't just tradition, it reflects the legal recognition of religious events in public spaces. Number 5. Malta has what's commonly referred to as a public nuisance provision, a broadly defined legal category covering behaviour deemed disruptive, offensive or disturbing to public order. Because it's wide in scope, it can apply to a range of situations, from excessive noise to inappropriate behaviour in public spaces. If you're having a bad hair day, maybe play it safe and stay indoors. Of course, I'm kidding, but joking aside, in a small island community, social norms do matter, and the law reflects that. Malta is modern, innovative, and forward-looking, but it also retains strong traditions and a distinct cultural identity. And understanding the legal and social framework helps you navigate life here with awareness and respect. If you've come across a law in Malta that surprised you, please do drop it in the comments. And if you're considering relocating to Malta, make sure you understand not just the lifestyle, but the structure behind it.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our website if you're looking for more information and resources about relocating to Malta, or if you want to book a video consultation or purchase one of our handy ebook guides. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.
Around 7,000 years ago, the first groups of people set foot on a small cluster of islands in the Mediterranean. Their arrival did more than open a new place to live. It laid the foundation for a culture that would endure for millennia. ancient stone temples, walls marked by time, and fortresses that have watched over the sea for countless centuries. Cities wrapped in stone walls, harbors resting against the blue sea. Malta, a small archipelago, yet a crossroads of history, isolated yet forever connected to the world beyond. The salt pans are one of the island's most unique man-made landscapes, where the centuries-old tradition of salt harvesting is still preserved. Stretching for hundreds of meters along the coast, carefully carved limestone squares form a network of salt pans under the sun, reflecting shimmering light like a giant mirror. The scene here is both rustic and captivating. The turquoise sea waves crash against the shore. The wind carries the salty breath of the ocean, while crystallized salt glitters like tiny white gems under the summer sun. Visiting the salt pans in the morning, travelers can witness locals harvesting salt, each movement deeply tied to the rhythm of the sea over generations. The Azure Window was once Malta's most famous natural landmark, a massive limestone arch stretching into the Mediterranean Sea. Its shape, like a window to the sky, opening onto the endless blue of sea and sky, made it a world-renowned attraction. The arch stood nearly 30 meters tall, carved over thousands of years by wind and waves, creating a scene both majestic and romantic. Visitors once flocked to the Azure Window to admire its grandeur, especially on clear days when the sea reflected the sunlight, making the stone structure glow even brighter. The Citadella in Victoria is an ancient fortress standing proudly on a hilltop, long considered the historic heart of the island. This structure has existed since the Middle Ages and once served as a refuge and protection for the people of Gozo against invasions from across the Mediterranean. Passing through the solid stone gate, visitors step back in time, wandering into a maze of narrow streets paved with golden limestone. Towering walls, ancient chapels, and military bastions still bearing traces of history create a solemn and contemplative atmosphere. Walking through the narrow alleys, visitors can sense the spirit of Maltese culture in old houses, small museums, and stories of the lives of Gozo's past residents. The place reflects both religious character and the resilience of the community in the face of historical challenges. From the ramparts of the Citadella, the panorama of Gozo unfolds: lush valleys, peaceful villages, and the deep blue Mediterranean stretching endlessly to the horizon. That moment leaves visitors with a sense of awe and nostalgia, as if standing at the intersection of past and present. Nestled within towering limestone cliffs, the inland sea in San Lorenzo is a unique saltwater lagoon, fed by the open sea through a narrow tunnel carved through the rock. From above, the emerald green lagoon looks like a hidden gem, tucked within the raw nature of Gozo. The water is crystal clear, with gentle ripples reflecting the sky and the pale golden limestone. Small wooden boats rest quietly along the shore, ready to take visitors through the dark rocky passage where flickering light leads the way out to the deep blue sea. The atmosphere here carries a rare tranquility. Birds echo along the cliffs, the wind brings the salty breath of the ocean, and the lagoon changes color with the sunlight, from light green in the morning to deep blue in the evening. Locals still live in rhythm with nature, working patiently as fishermen. The Blue Lagoon on Comino Island is one of Malta's most famous destinations, often described as a giant natural swimming pool in the Mediterranean. Located between mainland Malta and Gozo, it captivates visitors with its extraordinarily clear turquoise waters, so transparent that the seabed can be seen. The water is calm, with sunlight casting shades of turquoise, blue, and deep sapphire.
All right, let's talk about the weird culture shocks in Malta, the ones which nobody ever warns you about. Yeah, this isn't your average travel guide. This is straight from tourists and expats who've seen it all, straight from the horse's mouth. First up, the village festa. And trust me, it's way, way wilder than it sounds. You're thinking quiet, peaceful church vibes, right? Nope. What you get is a full-on religious rave. I mean, we're talking fireworks that sound like a war zone and saints literally crowd surfing through the streets. And this quote from an expat, it just perfectly captures the beautiful chaos of it all. Okay, shock number 2. This one is on pretty much every single menu.
Stuffat tal-fenek.
Rabbit stew is the national dish. Not traditional, not special occasion. No, we're talking everywhere. Restaurants, hotels, supermarkets, weddings, and maybe your Airbnb host's freezer. But the Maltese will say,
Ejja put im in the pottats tomorrow's dinner.
because in Malta, that cute, fluffy bunny, it poses a very important cultural question.
Dinner's ready, rabbit stew.
Let's talk about the language. It will literally short-circuit your brain. It's this wild mix of Arabic and English, and they just switch between them mid-sentence instantly. So you think, oh, a language barrier. But no, what you get is something way, way weirder. This expat story sums it up. It's bizarre. You understand everything, but you have no idea how.
Mela, you go straight, Ara, then Idur left, and the ferry is Hem, okay?
All right, okay, thank you.
Okay, number 4. You see those charming little balconies? Yeah, they're not just for looks. Think of them as command centres for local grandmas or nanas, and they see everything. And I mean everything, from your outfit to your groceries. Nothing is safe from commentary. These nanas are like human surveillance drones with knitting needles.
Ara, sheyach dak, Mela. Deyemek.
And finally, our last shock. Believe it or not, it comes from a humble 50-cent pastry. See, a pastizzi isn't just a snack. It's basically the key to unlocking Maltese society. The process is simple. Americans think, oh, cheap snack, but the Maltese treat it like Holy Communion. Real story from a lost tourist. A guy gave me a pastizzi. 10 minutes later, I had a ride, a phone number for his cousin, and an invite to his sister's wedding. Expat rule number 1, pastizzi is better than small talk. Always. So what's the takeaway here? Well, this is the real, beautifully chaotic glory of Malta. It's this incredible island of wonderful contradictions where saints party harder than you, bunnies are the main course, grandmas are the NSA, and a 50-cent pastry will change your life. So now you know, and you've been warned. The real question is, are you ready for it?
The sun dips low, the day's last wink. We breathe it in as the colors sink. Memories glow like a golden filter. This magic's found only in Malta.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our website if you're looking for more information and resources about relocating to Malta, or if you want to book a video consultation or purchase one of our handy ebook guides. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.
How to eat like a local when you're in Malta.
Malta sits in the middle of the Mediterranean like a stone anchor dropped between Europe and North Africa. 80 miles south of Sicily, a few hundred north of Libya. Small enough to drive across in under an hour, yet fought over for more than 3,000 years. The Phoenicians traded here, the Romans built here, the Arabs shaped the language and the irrigation. In 1530, the island was granted to the Knights Hospitaller, who turned the island into a fortress and held off the Ottoman Empire in the Great Siege of 1565. The French came briefly, the British stayed longer, leaving red phone booths, driving on the left, and a taste for tea. Today, Maltese sounds Arabic, but is written in Latin script. Churches dominated skylines. Balconies feel British, and the food tastes Sicilian with a North African memory. And to understand an island like this, you don't start with monuments. You start with locals who carry its flavors and history forward. Today, I'm meeting up with Andrew, a local food blogger who knows the city and its recipes like the back of his hand. Malta is full of flavors and secrets, so if you're ready for a Mediterranean foodie adventure, come along.
Hey guys, it's Andrew and we're in Malta. I'm here with Ben and we're gonna go around the island checking out some of the hidden gems. Right now we're in Dingley at the highest point of the island, enjoying the view, and we're slowly gonna make our way through the island to hopefully end up in the capital city of Valletta to show you more hidden gems.
Our food tour starts in Rabat, a cathedral-dominated town that sits just outside the medieval fortress city of Medina in the center of the island. Here you'll find Serkan, also called Crystal Palace. Open since the 1940s, it's fluorescent lit, no nonsense, and always busy. You don't come here for the ambiance. You come here because this is where Malta eats.
So we're at Serkan, also known as Crystal Palace. It's one of Malta's most famous spots, basically. Why is it famous? Because it's just deep in Maltese traditions. Essentially, this place is very, very famous because it's open 24 hours, and every time of the day it has a different kind of clientele. From midnight till 7 a.m., it's the hunters and the farmers who either come here before or after they go to the fields. And then that's when the residents will start coming for their breakfast before heading off to work. And then, as you can see from the B-roll shots, it's busy with tourists as well for lunch, tea time, and then the loop continues again. So you're gonna find locals of all kinds here. It's loved by the community. You know, it's the first place that comes to mind when you think a traditional Maltese breakfast in Malta. It's Serkan.
The place is known for their quick breakfasts, baked goods fresh out of the oven, and strong teas or beer for the working folk. Pastizzi come out by the dozen. Flaky layers of pastry wrapped around ricotta or pea puree. Hot enough to burn your fingers, cheap enough to order 3 without thinking. Students lean against the counter, construction workers take up seats in the main dining hall. Politicians have been spotted here after long sessions. Then there's A'ata Azil, dense rings filled with treacle and citrus peel, spiced with anise and clove, a clear echo of Malta's Arab inheritance. And finally, asatat, sturdier pies, open-faced, holding spinach or ricotta like an edible bowl. It's not romantic food, it's real. This place has kept the island fed through war, rationing, independence, EU membership, and of course, whatever comes next.
We just got our Maltese style breakfast. So to start off in Malta, you either need to get a tefi tazza or a tefi tazza al limone. So it's basically, this is with milk, this is with lemon. Then the savory side to our meal is going to be the traditional Maltese pastizzi. You've got pastizzi tal irciova, which is the least famous of the four, which is with anchovies. We've got a ricotta, which is the top tier. You've got piselli, which is with peas. And you've got the chicken pastizzi, which was launched about 7 years ago. And it's hit Malta by storm. And then we'll also jump onto the next item, which is the Maltese assata. There's also ricotta or piselli, but we're going to go for the piselli today because of dietary needs. And here we've got the honey ring. It's called an talasel. It's pastry filled with dates and a little bit of honey. It's sweet, salty. It's a nice way to end our breakfast.
Start with the tea.
Cheers.
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 To the food tour.
Nice.
Black tea with lemon?
Black tea with lemon.
Black tea with
Can't go
lemon.
wrong.
Okay, can't go wrong. Absolutely.
Exactly.
So where should we start?
Start with the chicken one.
Okay, the chicken one.
Rolling.
All right.
Yes.
Perfect. And so people come here at 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Literally just to get it going, you know.
Something before hunting.
Exactly.
What are they hunting?
They're hunting birds. Beds.
Okay, birds.
Obviously, there are specific beds that are allowed to hunt.
And rabbits?
Rabbits it's a different kind of hunting, though. Okay. Yes.
So
you don't
birds.
find many wild rabbits in Malta.
Okay.
They're more farm.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, so chicken one. Let's give it a shot. So you got chicken and mushroom inside, and then these are always super crispy.
Super crunchy.
They do crazy layers, and then the dough is, I learned this yesterday, is half margarine, half flour. So
exactly, that's
really
the trick.
Crispy, really crunchy.
Buttery.
Super nice. What is this one?
That's with anchovies.
Anchovies, okay, the traditional one. No, the peas, there's like very smooth inside, little pea flavor.
Yep.
The anchovies are not too strong, but they add a nice salt.
They add a nice saltiness, exactly.
And then the crunch on these is just undefeated. It's crazy.
Especially because it's a bit more dense with pastry, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then this is the pea one you need to try.
Just the pea one.
So this is a very traditional pastizzi.
Right.
This and the ricotta are the two traditional ones.
Right, the traditional pea one. Oh, it's a good one. Really good. I like the pea one. Pea is good. I don't know. Nice. I mean, they're all good. It's all stuff I would eat because I love like burek.
Of course, very similar. Very similar.
They're all definitely
in
the same thing. This is like good eats. So this one I'm curious about. So
this is cool. This is interesting.
So what is the name of this?
So this is called an assata. Assata. So what can I think of it as a pie? They scoop the middle out. Yeah, it's filled with filling.
This is very heavy. This is like a kilo.
It's like a dumbbell curl, you know?
Yeah. All right, let's give it a shot.
Like this.
Oh.
For all type of video and audio transfers on DVDs or CDs, please contact Joe Borge on 0414 429 391.
Give it a shot.
Like this.
Oh, they're good though.
It's warm inside, you know?
Yeah. Very different vibe.
I think it has a bit of curry as well. Because there is a slight spicy kick.
Yeah, the outside here is totally different. It's like a crispy, like
completely different
pie dough almost, and then these are like more of a phyllo dough.
Like you can, nothing happens, you know.
It's heavy.
These are,
but it's good. I understand why this is like this is good hunting food. Although in like a hot summer, this would be like a very very heavy thing.
More popular.
Yeah.
This is much more popular in the winter months because it's like warm, you know. It warms you a little bit.
Last guy.
So now we're on the sweet side.
Sweet side.
So this is a talasel.
Okay.
Basically, it's like it's a sweet dough filled with dates, a date mixture.
Filled with dates, and dates are pretty popular.
Yeah,
here,
dates
right?
are very popular.
Give it a shot.
Not overpowering.
Really good. Yeah, not too sweet.
No, but not overpowering.
Yeah, sweet and nice.
Light, not too heavy, you know.
It's still like a heavy breakfast though. Definitely.
Yeah, it's still heavy, but usually someone's not gonna have what we just had. They'll get one pastizzi and one drink.
One pastizzi, one drink. Done.
Or a sweet and a drink, you know, that's it.
Perfect. Oh, it's good. On to the next place.
On to the next.
To get to know Malta's favorite baked good a little bit better, I head to the Sphinx Pastis factory in Ormi to meet with Vinu, the new face of this generations-old Maltese company. This family bakery has been operating for decades, but today there's a subtle shift happening here, as Sphinx now runs bakeries all over the island. Pastizi, or as the Maltese call them, pastits, are still folded by hand. The dough stretched paper thin before being layered with fat and shaped into their iconic diamond form. But Vinu talks about precision, better ingredients, cleaner lamination, controlled ovens, and more importantly, innovation. Respecting the past without being trapped by it. It's a tough thing here in Malta. He's experimenting carefully by slightly elevating the fillings, getting cleaner branding, and the goal isn't to make pastizi fancy. It's to remind Maltese people that their favorite street food deserves reverence and respect. Pastizi shops once dotted every neighborhood here, open late into the night for dock workers and factory laborers. They were fuel stations before Malta became a service economy. The island is modernizing fast, but here, flour still coats the counter, and locals are still making them, even at a large scale, and that feels important.
Local traveler. Off the change. With your host, Clara Juice.
The Local Traveler, together with Visit Malta. NMED. Ministry for Economy, Enterprise and Strategic Projects. Ministry for Inclusion and Voluntary Sector. Transport Malta. Visit Gozo. Għal ħafna li jfittxu l-paċi, natura u veduti mill-isbaħ, il-gżira Għawdex hija ġawra ta' vera. Hawnhekk il-ħajja timxi b'ritmu aktar kalm, fejn l-oljiet ħodor, l-irdumijiet drammatiċi u l-baħar blu kristall jiffurmaw xenarju li jispira lil kull min iżuru. Meta jibda jaqleb it-temp u l-kampanja tkun għadha tħaddar, ikun żmien ideali għal mixjiet fil-kampanja, esplorazzjoni tal-kosta jew sempliċiment biex tgawdi l-veduta minn fuq xirdum għall-kwiet. Illum ġejt in-naħa tal-beach ta' Għawdex, fejn hawn is-sisien ta' ċenċ illi jaħduk lejn l-ogħla sisien li ssib f'Għawdex.
Illum ġejna Għawdex u sejrin u dawra bis-segwej, xi ħaġa li minn żmien għal ieħor inħobb nagħmel. Illum kif?
Bonġu, Claire.
Illum ġejt
Good to
ġod
see you.
iż-żona, good to see you too.
Dejjem.
Inti rakkomandajtili u min jaf għax jiena hawnhekk ġieli ġejt, imma bis-segwej ħanieħu pjaċir żgur avolja
Mela.
l-bart illum,
Mela, ħada kemm għamlet naqqaxita wkoll.
Sabiħ.
Imma għalhekk sabiħ il-pajjiż.
Xi fittxu t-turisti hekk bħala lokalitajiet meta jgħidulek isma' ħudni lem, ħudni law,
Ejwa.
dawra.
Ħanejlek din lokalità forsi ma tantx jafu bija, ma once li niġu għaw kważi kulħadd jgħidli wieħed mill-isbaħ postijiet li ġejna f'Malta hawnhekk. Jiena ħobb insejħilha l-isbaħ triq ġo Għawdex għalija personali.
Vera,
Isek qed tara l-gżira kollha mela.
Vera, infatti qas ħankomplu mpalla, sa nkomplu mpalla fuq is-segwe, ħanibdewa.
Alright.
Ħammorru dawra,
Eċitata, mela, kien.
Ija, ħafna.
Tlaqna.
Issa jiena importanti pas-soltu dejjem nagħmel refresher.
Tix nilbsu helmet l-ewwel.
Eżatt.
Mela, Claire ġibtlek helmet illum li jaqbel mal-ġakketta tiegħek. Ħadku eżek ta' Top Gun biex niftehmu, bil-visor u
U
kollu.
ħanajdlek illum hawn naqarih, jaf
Ħabbarri,
intiru.
eżatt.
Jaf intiru xi naqra.
Titinżomlok il-bicċali.
Ħanneħħi, ija żommu li naqra, ħanara kif ħanilbsuha.
Nilbsu jien da, ħana.
Ħanara, isma', intom vera dilettanti tal-karnival, immissa għadda,
Issa ġej żmien il-wild asparagus Malti. Dan huwa. Qed jibda jikber għalwa. Wild asparagus.
Ħafna.
Għadu mhux ma laħaqx ovvjament, imma ra kemm hemm. Mimlija.
Dewwaqni naqra dak normalment ikun hekk, mor biċċa żgħira ħallu jikber.
Jien ngħidlek immorru l-isfel hemm insibu iżjed ta' imbagħad hemm il-bużbieża li jien tafx nagħmel mat-turisti indawilhom l-asparagus bħala starter, imbagħad bħala mhux main course bħala deżerta inti jom dik li ngħidula l-Ingliża aħna.
Vera.
Mela biex irid tibqa' we chew on the stick.
All right, vera tajba. Isma' il-fidloqhom ukoll nħobb Nikola.
Fidloqhom mela. Tiċċa
Il-fidloq.
Iwa tgħid il-boraġ.
Eżatt.
Tilbiċċa? Mela dik nagħmluha main course.
Dik ma jkun id-deżerta l-Ingliża.
Sewwa.
Tajjeb. Kemm hawn sabiħ. Kemm qed nieħu pjaċir qed nara għaw il-beżżul il-mos, għaw ħafna bħalissa.
Mela, qalbi dis-sena iżjed forsi minn snin oħra,
Hija għamlet, allura għaw ħafna. Hawnhekk sa niġu fejn biċċa għalli għaw id-dolmin qas kont naf biha.
Id-dolmins li nsibu ġewwa Għawdex bħal din li hawn ta' ċenġ u mifhum li huma ta' żmien il-bronz. In-nies tal-lokal jafuha bħala id-dura tal-imramma.
Għawek qed naraw il-Għawdex kollu taħtna, ġifieri tista' tgħid tara r-rabba hemmhekk.
Bellezza, jiena għalhekk iktar u iktar jagħmel sens li kien hawn xi ħaġa bħala tempju xi ħaġa xara. Iċ-ċittadella hekk tara.
Eżatt.
Dominanti il-Knisja tax-Xewkija.
Eżatt, proxek.
Ħanara kemm nafu Għawdex.
Eżatt. Jaħna nagħmilek il-very goods wara kull waħda.
Għajnsilem. Fuq dik tiġi tan-nadur.
Proset, niftakru fil-karnival nerġgħu.
Eżatt. X'għandna iżjed ħanara. Dik temm wara dik tiġi iż-żebbuċ. Le. Dik ix-xara, eżatt, hemm ix-xara, proset. Iż-żebbuċ fl-olja l-oħra.
On the right hand side tal-ċittadella.
Tal-ċittadella.
On the left immediately hemm il-lighthouse ta' Ġordan.
Il-lighthouse u hemmhekk hemm il-Knisja ta' San George hawn.
Dik ta' San George tal-Kopla Ħamra,
il-Kopla Ħamra, il-parroċċja ta' San George.
U mbagħad il-west ma tantx naraw minnu ħabba l-olijiet.
Ħabba l-oli xi ġmiel, bellezza.
Kif huma terraced il-ġnub tal-olijiet tagħna,
Vera?
Iwa,
it-turisti jistgħu
jaffaxxinawhom dan u anke l-ħitan tas-sejjieħ.
Dik iwa nimmaġina.
Nitkellmu ħafna fuqhom, jogħġbu.
Nimmaġina.
U saqsu ovvjament x'jikber u ma jikbirx jien nifoka ħafna fuq it-tadam, ovvjament. Skont iż-żmien. Apparti il-wild edible plants.
Stenna ħaniqaf hekk nieħu il-veduta.
Ejwa.
Bellezza.
Ma qegħdin fuq ir-riħ ta' xlendi mela.
Eżatt. Tajjeb, hemmhekk hemm dawk il-cliffs li huma tan-naħa ta' xlendi.
Eżatt fuqhom fuq dak il-cliffs hemm l-għadira ta' Sarraflu.
Iva.
Għawek nagħmel naqqa ta' ġokien li aħna naraw kbir. Għax aħna għadira, lejk. Lejk aħna.
Mbagħad imorru hemm.
Oh, jgħiduli da! Jgħidu imma where was the lake? We saw like a little pond, jgħiduli, imma aħna lejk u nsejħu aħna.
Tajba! U sanab cliffs.
Għawek sanab cliffs.
Ġivi biex tiġi għalihom tiġi lejn il-munxar.
Tiġi mill-munxar, eżatt.
Eżatt, mill-munxar u mbagħad għal fuqhom.
Jew inkella tista' timxija minn ta' ċenġ fejn konna qabel,
minn ta' ċenġ tista' timxija. Okej.
Wara.
Hekk.
Well done, Claire.
Right.
Amazing.
Jara, unek qed jikber il-fowl. Awek, bellezza, dik kont imxejta, vera sabiħa,
Dik tiġi minn ta' Sannat.
Eżatt, hemmhekk hemm mixja li tieħdok dik in-naħa, imma bis-segwej nistgħu mmorru lil hawn, naħseb kif.
Nidħlu biċċa sew lil hawn u mbagħad dal-passaġġ sabiħ jieqaf u mbagħad tista' tibqa' nieżel bil-mixi. Għaxlendi tgħaddi minn fejn it-torri ta' xlendi u x'vera u tidħol.
U tinżel, alright. Dil-biċċa hekk qed nara bellezza,
Sabiħu. U forsi ftit iżbaħ finżul ix-xemx.
Vera?
Għalek għandek ix-xemx nieżla eżatt fejn taħħarsu
Ek tinżel ma tinżilx wara ġifieri law, all right.
Ħanejdu hekk f'da żmien tas-sena tinżel hekk, kif taf inti fis-sajf u mbagħad toqrob iżjed lem. Mhux vera. Mela hekk qed insanab cliffs, dak huma Seguna cliffs.
Daw il-kbar l-olin?
Eżatt, u mbagħad niġu ta' ċenċ hemmhekk, le?
Okay. U daw is-Seguna cliffs huma l-iktar olin?
Dawn din ta' hekk qed naraw l-ogħla cliffs li huma bejn 130 u 150 meters olin.
Okay. Proset, spiċċajna dawra oħra madwar Għawdex. Jiena vera dejjem ngħid kemm għandna pajjiż żgħir fiċ-ċokon tiegħu imma li joffrilek l-isbaħ veduti.
Vera.
U speċjalment dan iż-żmien ukoll, kull perjodu għandu tiegħu.
We are blessed, Claire.
We are blessed. Importanti li naħdu ħsiebu.
Eżatt.
U li dejjem nippruvaw nagħmlu xi avventura ġdida kif irnexxielek tagħmel int. Kemm tħossok gbur dawwar in-nies ġo Għawdex dejjem iddur l-istess postijiet.
Taf li ma nixbaqat indur l-istess. Bis-serjetà m'iniex ngħidha ġastu sejjed, vera ma nixbaqat l-ewwel il-post tiġi kemm dejjem jinbidel kif għadek kemm qed inti, hux vera. Tgħid li xogħli kważi nirrepeti l-istess tejjer on a daily, mela ma nixbax ta'.
The Local Traveller, together with Visit Malta, NMED, Ministry for Economy, Enterprise and Strategic Projects, Ministry for Inclusion and Voluntary Sector, Transport Malta, Visit Gozo. We would also like to thank the Ministry for Gozo and Planning.
Aħna dejjem ngħidu is-suq isuq. Ġifieri il-prezzijiet dejjem jiddependu fuq kemm inti għandek prodott u kemm għandek min irid jixtri l-prodott.
Hawnhekk sa niltaqgħu ma' dawn in-nies kollha illi jġibu l-prodott lokali tagħna, vera?
The Maltese Association of Northern Suburbs Incorporated, known also as Tamansi, held its annual Mother's Day launch at the Ferraro Reception Campbellfield on Sunday, 17th of May, with your DJ, Dominic, and DMC, Emmanuel Brincat. And also, he filmed this video clip himself. And I thank you. I'm going to show you highlights of the 3 Maltesers that we had at the Hamrun Club.
Walked away with your heart. With no regrets, I played my cards the rest of the night. That lady I played her head just right and walked away with your heart. For just a little while, I thought that I might lose again, but just in time I saw that we got take your ride from the jet to again, from loneliness to wedding ring. I played an ace and I won the game. You're right the next morning, they came right back to me. She wrote a line, sing it. I dress unknown, and on such person who knows some song. But this time I won't pick you by myself and put it right in her hand. And if you come back the very next day, then I'll understand. Return to Sunday, I dress up. I do the first I will go have my time no shame. My time many times, my time no shame. My time many times, my time no shame. Return to Sunday, I dress up low, and all such number, come down baby, come down, and all such song, well, return to Sunday, return to Sunday, return to Sunday. Thank you very much. Thank you. When she moves your hips, cause of her fingertips, I feel like I went down. And when she starts to sway, I gotta say, she really makes the grass go round. Round, oh baby, round. Oh baby, gonna hallelujah, hallelujah, rock the baby mine. Rock the hula, rock the hula, rock the hula, rock. Well, I love to kiss my little hula beside her. Get the chance, I wanna hold her tight all the night. All you wanna do is let me rock. Oh baby, rock. Oh baby, gonna hula, hallelujah, rock a hula baby for mine. Yeah, oh baby, rock. Come on, ladies, what do you got? Oh baby, rock. Oh baby, rock, rock, rock. Rock, rock, oh baby rock, oh baby rock, oh baby rock, 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 oh baby rock, oh baby hallelujah, hallelujah, rock, oh baby oh my. Well I'm a rockin' hula baby, oh my.
A nostalgia of the 3 years ago. when the Hambrun Club made a trip to Betis. The Hamrun Club in Sydney present San Gaetano Dinner Ball and Festa. Dinner dance on Saturday, 8th of August. The Maltese Concert Band and also Charlie Muscat. Then we have Sunday, 16th of August with a mess followed by the statue of San Gaetano. Will be out also and there for you to look at as well. Entertainment by Charlie Muscat and of course the Maltese Concert Band, and it's free of charge on that festa. For the dinner ball, the members $70 and guests $75, including 4-course meal, spirits and wine, beer, etc. For tickets or more details, please ring Joe Borch on 0414 429 391. I trust that you'll enjoy the show, and until we meet again next week, God bless. Good day, Maltese Show. For all type of video and audio transfers on DVDs or CDs, please contact Joe Borch on 0414 429 391.